So I'm gonna do a little bit of vacuum forming today. I was showing you yesterday the different molds that I was working on, and I got some they are close to finish, but I need to do some testing first. So I got my 4CV with the new bonnet design that I changed compared to the 3D file I did originally. So this is pretty much file and send it. I'm gonna do a first test today, see if there's any issue removing it or any webbing or anything like that. I didn't do a base for it, so we'll see how it goes. And then the next one I did a bit more roughly, but I just want to see how this looks like painted, and then I want to figure out the different options I want to do for it. Is the Future Racer proto body that I've done. So I've not touched that at all in the mold. This is rough, and I'll do it later. This is not important, that will be cut out anyway. There's still quite a few rough patch on it, but I just want to see how this comes out, and then I'm gonna do probably a couple of the MK1 that I will paint and put online for sale. Maybe some of the Gander pickup trucks. I was watching the Gander RV outdoor trucks race from 2 months ago, I think, in Vegas today. So I got trucks racings in my head now. Okay, so the machine is heating up. Let's turn around and take a look at where we are now. Alright, let me focus. Let's see, I think I'm going to try the 4CV right away. Once again, this is first time around, first time with the mold, and it is the first sheet of PETG as well that I'm doing today. So like I showed in the Vaquforming little series that I did before, pretty often the first forming isn't that great. I'm not sure yet. I think I might have a talk with the people from Vaquform about that to know is there any way around it or not, or if it's just in my head. But let's give it a try. This is going to be a pretty cool buddy. It's a buddy that I designed. I designed that for my dad. It was his childhood car. It's a 1950s French Renault 4CV, which is a really tiny car. And so on this scale, it is much bigger than it should be if it was an actual 1/28th. But there is no chassis for that size of car. Don't worry about the noise behind. My house is mayhem all the time. Everything is totally not under control. So we're gonna go. We are at 142 degrees. It's gonna keep climbing up. I'll talk a little bit more after that about the Future Racer project that I have, because I know that is not going to be for everyone, but I got some pretty cool ideas. All right, let's go. 48, 49, vacuum forming time. Excellent. All right, that looks really good. Really good. That looks excellent. All right, I'm extremely satisfied about that, even though the PETG came out of the back, so I don't even know how this had in a vacuum with such a big hole, but wow, it came out awesome. Zero webbing anywhere. Let me see if I can focus properly. Yeah, look at that puppy. We're gonna let this cool down. I'm gonna get another sheet of PETG, and we're going to go with the Future Racer body. So I know there used to be a video game. I realized yesterday doing some research, like I'm a scientist, on Google research, typing Future Racer to see what these came from, because in my head I do some Android game programming, and I did a game called Future Racer a little bit back that I never published it. I just did it for myself. And I always had this idea of doing, I don't know, something with the cyber formula, the Japanese cartoon. So I really enjoyed the look of those. I think a lot of people do. And so I thought to come up with basically like if it was a class of racer, when you would have a basic car that everybody would be using, something like a NASCAR, like an FE or something like that, and then design a lot of options, either 3D printed options, clear plastic, vacuum formed options for wings and downforce element, or you know, what have you, maybe, you know, fake weapons, whatever I can think about. But that was the idea, and I thought to do something really outrageous, really out of the box, that just is not looking like a car you would see today on the racetrack. And so, see, have a little close look at this crazy thing. So you got a cockpit here, you got like a front spoiler, you would have the nose that's a bit reminiscent of like LMP, and then you have those wheel wells that go all the way to the back. I leave this at a big piece, as doesn't necessarily have to be cut, or you can cut with different shapes, or it can be cut circular like the front. You see the front as well have this little downslope here instead of being a perfect circle. And then you get those crazy vents, aero parts. I've left the back here with the lines from the 3D print. We got a vacuum. Sorry, I got no time. I got no time. I got carried away. That looks great. God, that looks amazing. Alright, while this is cooling down, I don't think I'm gonna talk while this is happening. Oh God, this looks great. I'm extremely surprised. I was expecting a disaster with all those angles, and you see how I rushed to the action. Wow, this looks extremely good. Extremely good. I'm super happy. Have a look at this puppy. Wow, I'm impressed. And so yeah, you see, this is like a super futuristic proto. I liked the robot racer, but the shapes of the robot racer class is just not feasible with the RC chassis below it. So I just wanted to do something a bit outrageous like that. So that's what I did. Maybe you guys let me know what you think about it. And this time I'm going to stick around to see what happens with the Vaquform, so I don't need to rush like a scared grandmother with a oven on fire. Yeah, great analogy. Alright, I'm going to do next. I might do the MK1. I want to do a new livery for the MK1. And while this is heating up, I think we'll take a little... Oh, Grandma's door is opened. I'm going to take a little look at unmolding the 4CV. So let's see if it pops up easily. So far so good. Oh, gorgeous! Look at this thing. So there are a little bit of sanding that still has to be done on the wheel, but overall this is excellent. I am really pleased. I am really pleased with the result here. What do you think? Oh, the back is really different from the 4CV. I don't want to do exact copies, that's not my thing, but I wanted to do something close enough so my old man could get into mini-Z racing. There's always a reason. Alright, let's try to... Oh, this pops out super easy as well. Look at that, this is gorgeous. Alright, we'll take a closer look. I'll take some pictures, I'll post on the video. I need to keep an eye on the Vaquform. We're at 130 degrees. Let's focus on it. I'm gonna make the crazy grandma noise again. Are you ready? Oh, this is so painful. Alright, let's form the MK1 Golf. So once again, it is not an exact copy of the Golf. The bonnet is longer, but it's obvious that it is an MK1, and it's, you know, with the big large wheel like that, it's like a hill climbing version. So I like this thing a lot. Let's Vaquform it and then we'll be done for today. Alright, let's get ready. today is a good day for vaquforming. Everything is coming out excellent. I'm really pleased. Alright. Today's a good day. Look at this. Poof. Comes out beautifully. Oh, that's great. Alright, I think that's it for now. I will... Oh, I'm so sorry about that horrible noise. I will update on the Facebook with the pictures when I have the 4CV and Future Racer painted up. There will probably be no livery for the 4CV. It will just be like the gangster car I did, like more of a realistic sticker sheet. The Future Racer is gonna probably go nuts out of the box, crazy. So we'll see. I'll do a new livery as well for the MK1, and I'll see you later for another update. Bye bye.